Alright, so I thought I'd record some quick footage of myself playing Sonic the Hedgehog Pinball Panic. So here we have the controls. A and L are the left and right flippers. S, D, and W are for nudging left, rights, and forwards. Enter, you hold it. The longer you hold it, the harder you'll launch the ball. And space is to pause the game. So let's jump in there. Now I've been debugging this game, so I know kind of how to catch the ball pretty easily. So the first thing we can see it wants us to do is go for grounder, and then the spinner right here, grounder there. And also down here we can see we're in Zone 1, Act 1, and grounder is our current target. So let's see if we can do that. Nailed it. So now you can see that the target has shifted to be the spinner and the spinner down here. And once we complete that, we'll go into Act 2. So let's see if we can do that here. Got it. Alright, and as promised, we're now in Zone 1, Act 2. We have new targets, and the first target is Knuckles, the little switch underneath Knuckles here. And when you hit that switch, the bridge will go up and down. And then we have to defeat Robotnik, and then get the egg capsule. So let's see if we can do that. First is Knuckles. Got it. And we already got one hit on Robotnik, so Robotnik takes 6 hits. Let's see how many more we can get. So we do have the speed shoes on now, which makes it a little bit harder, so I'm actually going to stop playing until that runs out. But you can see we have the speed shoes for 8 more seconds, and that lets the flippers hit harder, so you'll run faster like in the game, or the ball will go faster like Sonic runs faster. Alright, so now we've defeated Robotnik, and the last target is the egg capsule. You can see that Robotnik spins around, and I designed the back side of his toy to look like the traditional Sonic egg capsule. So we just have to hit that, and then we'll be on to the next zone. Talk about those Tails letters a little bit later. Alright. Kind of hit an accident, but there we go. So now the music's changed. It says we're in Zone 2, Act 1, and the first targets we want to go for are the masher drop targets. So let's go for those guys. Alright. Now we want to go for grounder again. Got him, and now just the spinner. Beautiful. So now we want the grounder first, then the fish drop targets.
Warning.
So I lost strings there. I still haven't lost the ball, but I am, oh, man. Not doing too good here. Alright, got grounder. Got a masher. This is the slot machine. It's based on the slot machine for Casino Night Zone in Sonic 2. You can see right there, the red spring on the right shot me over. It's always like these last couple drop targets that take forever. We got one one more. Alright, we're back at Robotnik. Now, what you can see here is, again, he takes 6 hits, but he actually has these little shield drop targets up. So we already hit 1, there'd normally be 3. But it just makes him a little bit harder in Zone 2, because now you have extra stuff you have to get before you can get clean shots on him. Luckily, we got rid of all those pretty quickly, so now it's just the same battle as Zone 1 at this point. Three hits to go. Oh, man. Alright, and so you can see the Robotnik music has stopped. It's returned to the level music. And again, it wants us to go for that egg capsule. It's our last target. And we got it. So now we are in Zone 3. And we have 2 new targets to go for. Of course, we're in Zone 3, so we have 3 targets to hit before the spinner. The first target's the loop, then grounder again, and then the bumpers, so any of the bumpers back here. The reason why the grounder comes up so much is because he blocks the main ramp, so he's kind of always an incentive or priority to get rid of, so you can play with that ramp. So let's see if we can get this loop here. I really could use an extra ball. I'm on my last ball, and I think I used my ball save, so let's see what we can do here. At least rings will save your ball, which is nice. Alright, we got a lot of rings there. Actually, if I can't... Oh, I immediately lost them. Alright, we got that loop. Got the grounder. Now we just need to get any of those bumpers. Oh, game over. Nope, still had some rings. Got him. Alright, so now we just need that spinner. Oh, there is an extra ball up here I really would like to get, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, so close. Come on. And then I lose all the rings. I'm not even going for like the actual goal at this point. I just want to get that free life. Yes, got it. All right, let's see if we can get that spinner. All right. So now we are on Zone 3, Act 2. It wants us to go for the loop again. Ooh, I got some invulnerability, which is nice. So I can drain the ball as much as possible for like 20 seconds, and I won't lose any life. Well, it's not too helpful here. Just trying to get that loop. Oh, there's another extra ball right here. I'll do one shot at it, but it's a really hard shot to make. Yeah, it's going to be too hard to get that. I'm just going to focus on the loop for now. Alright, 30 rings. Oh, extra ball. Sick. Loop. Just for fun, I'm going to go for that shield. Both of these show blue shield right now. Let's see if we can get one. Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time with that. Let's see if we can actually just get this loop. See if we can get those rings. Nope. Why can't I not get the loop right now? So you don't want to get the Robotnik power-up, because that causes you to lose rings. Okay, got my rings back, that's good. There's like a sweet spot on the flipper that I'm just not finding. There, oh, but it wasn't. You have to make it completely through the loop without falling short. There we go. Now we want the masher targets. Got one. Got two.
Warning.
My ball is stuck up there.
Warning.
There we go. Got them all. Now we want the main ramp. So you can see the ramp icons lit up here, ramp icon there. We can go left or right, it doesn't matter. We just need to hit that main ramp. See if we can do it right now. Got it. So now we're fighting Robotnik again, and this time his weapon is a flame. So you can never get rid of this flame. It might have been quick, you might not have noticed it, but the flame is normally stored behind him, and it's on a separate axis that can rotate independently of him. So when this Robotnik fight starts, it actually does rotate around from behind him. So there's no video game magic. I'm not, doing things that couldn't be done in a real pinball machine. But unlike the drop targets, which we could get rid of last time, there's no real way to get rid of the flame. So you just have to avoid hitting it because it'll bounce your ball back. I think we're on our last ball. Is there any free balls? Oh, there is a free ball right next to Robotnik. If we're lucky, we might be able to get that. And in fact, that's what I'm going to shoot for. Ugh. Yes, got it. And we hit Robotnik too. Alright, and like before, he spins around, and now the backside of him looks like the egg capsule. We're still in the game, we got that free ball. Now we're on Zone 4, Act 1. We gotta go for the grounder. Oh, shit. Well, there's a glitch. I haven't found that glitch before while trying to debug. Let's see if we can nudge it out. Hopefully it'll...
Warning.
Okay.
Warning.
Alright, so we're kind of screwed here. Okay, well, I'll have to work on that. That is a glitch that I have not seen before. What's weird is I did put in the game a huge collider in this entire section. So there should be no way anyway vertically at all to ever get in here because it's just one vertical column of collider. So that should not be possible, but I guess what happened is because of some weird glitch, it's inside the collider now, so it doesn't register it. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I'm going to have to use a cheat code here. You'll hear me push it on the keyboard, and if you're a fan of the classic Sega Genesis Sonic games, you'll probably figure out what it is. Alright, and now what I can do is use this to respawn the ball somewhere else on the board using various hotkeys. So we'll do that. Oh, what a coincidence, the one I used got the grounder. Okay. I'm not going to cheat anymore, but I had to do that to get unstuck. So now we want to go for those caterpillars, which are the drop targets right here on the right side. And those are really hard to get. There's 4 of them, and they're all pretty tricky shots. Alright, got 50 rings, that's nice. Alright, so I'm going to try to do something really quick. Let's see if we can catch the ball here. Perfect. So we have over 50 rings. And in the original Sonic games, if you hit the star post while it's yellow, and you have 50 or more rings, you go to a special stage. So let's see if we can do that special stage right now. I'll probably end up draining. Perfect. So, and then immediately lose. Oh, actually, it's still okay. Alright, so what it said when you first started the special stage was get blue spheres, spheres left. So for the first special stage, there's only 3 spheres, but you can see that there's actually 6 holes and 7 total Chaos Emeralds. So in some of the later special stages, even after you clear all 6, there'll still be new targets that pop up again. But let's see if we can get these guys. Got it. Alright, let's just see if we can... Perfect. Alright, so that all happened pretty fast, but you heard the sound effect, and we're back in the regular gameplay now, but a Chaos Emerald is lit up. And like I said before, every time you hit the star post with 50 or more rings while it's yellow, you'll get a chance at the special stage, which we could go for again right now, because we didn't lose our rings. And the reason why it went back to yellow is because we drained, and every time you drain, it resets to yellow. And once you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds, you'll be able to play as Supersonic. And the way that works is if you have 50 more rings and you hit the star post, you'll basically have invulnerability for every ring you have. So it'll drain 1 ring per second, and then as long as you keep getting rings, you'll stay invulnerable. You can never actually drain the ball. But let's see if we can get that special stage again. Although, to be honest, well, let's just see what we can do here. If I hit it, I hit it. I'm going for the loop, though. Ah, extra balls, sweet. Alright, let's do that special stage. I already got one. Oh. Alright, got 2 Chaos Emeralds. Still haven't lost our rings yet. I think that might, I don't know, maybe that's a security feature I put in for debugging. So I'm gonna just try to get this loop at this point. Alright, what's next? Grounder and then the spinner. Got it. Now the caterpillars again, which are really annoying. So that last caterpillar is traditionally one of the most difficult ones to get because you can sometimes hit it from the slipper, but most of the time you can't. So you kind of sometimes just have to rely on bouncing off something else to get it, which sucks, but that's just how it goes. I lost my rings there because, there we go. So you see how I had to do that? I had to use this flipper to hit that side and then bounce over to get it. So we're going for now, we're going for the loop. I got another Robotnik power up. Power down, I guess. Yeah, so I noticed I don't think my balls are going down, and I think that's because in debug mode I disabled that so I could, you know, test the game and not have to worry about that. Alright, we got the loop, go for grounder. Now we just have to hit that ramp, which is almost the same shot. Alright. Didn't complete the ramp, but that worked. So now I'm going to switch the camera real quick. In Zone 4, Act 2, you can see that he has these holes that he can open and close in front of him, so those will drain the ball. And you can see now they're open. If I were to try to hit him, I might get a clean hit, but then I'll immediately fall in the hole when the ball bounces back. Now they're closed, so I can get a clean hit, but they will periodically open and close, so I don't like playing at this camera angle, so we're going to go back to this one. They're open, okay. Oh, man. I didn't even get that shot, so I did drain there. And we hear that music because I got the speed shoes, but I don't really care about using that power up for this. Alright, so now we just go hit the capsule, which is the last thing in every stage. And we're on Zone 5. So at this point, I'm just going to take advantage of... Well, I guess we'll see how far I can go. What I was going to say is I was just going to use the cheats, because you've more or less seen most of the gameplay, but you might as well see how far I can take it. Robotnik just gives you points when you're not fighting him. Alright, now the main ramp. Gotta get Red Grounder first. This is a hard shot. I can never figure out the right angle for that main ramp. Grounder again. Notice how Grounder did come back up even though we previously got him, so you have to get them in order. You can't cheat and try to get them out of order. Hit the loop again. Oh, we did lose the ball that time. I guess I've just been counting wrong. I really want to get that S and T on the tails. Perfect hit. The problem with that loop is you have to get it in a perfect... you have to hit the apex of the loop. You have to hit the top, center part of the loop. If you go in at a weird angle, or you don't have enough power to go all the way to the top, then... Yeah, we're losing balls. Then it won't count as the loop, so that's what sucks there. Wow. Match. Let's see, do we get a free game? That's weird. Maybe I'm playing an old build. It should give you a little match where, it gives you a random chance to get a continue, but whatever. Okay, so now, start again. Let's catch the ball. And I'm just going to show you some other things now that I have the cheat code enabled. Let's do it again. Yeah, it must be already enabled. Okay, so, you saw me get before the AIL and Tails. I'm just going to hit my secret key, and now I have Tails unlocked. And if you go on the left side of this ramp, right now there's a Grounder, so let's get rid of him. Oh, what a coincidence, I have a key for that. Now if we go on that ramp, what you'll see will happen is... You're now in Tails basket, and with the left and right flipper buttons, you can move Tails back and forth and then drop the ball wherever you want. So do that again. So right button makes him go right, left button makes him go left, and then push both at once and he'll drop straight down. Now, I realize that's not the most useful thing, but I already had Knuckles in there. I really wanted Tails to be in there, and in the Sonic game, Tails does carry you. So it's useful for dropping the ball if you want to line up a shot from a particular flipper. But originally I had it planned to kind of snake through the game more so that you could get better drops and stuff, but it was just too time consuming to really worry about that. I guess the other thing is we'll just go straight to the last level, and we'll go straight to Robotnik. Oh, fuck that up. And as you can see, there's no egg capsule in the last level because this is where you'd normally, finish the game. So as we can see from our other camera, he now has the flame, which will bounce your ball back, the 3 drop targets, which just make accessing him more difficult, and he is opening and closing the holes. So every single zone from 1 to 6 has progressively more difficult Robotnik battles, each which are a little bit different. So that was something I was proud about. You saw the special stage, you saw pretty much everything, I think, really. There's still a few more things to discover, but I guess I'll leave you guys to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little gameplay footage and explanation of how the game works. And yeah, see you next time.